20 years ago this August, Hurricane Katrina hit the city of New Orleans, leaving thousands stranded with nowhere to go. But also among the stranded, the furry friends of those who were just trying to survive.
Can you believe it's been 20 years? KSLA News 12's Peyton Manuel spoke with an organization who was on the ground 20 years ago and how their rescue efforts then helped shape efforts now.
Coming up on 20 years since the Category 5 hurricane hit New Orleans with devastation and destruction, some people are now focusing on the good that came from the storm instead.
If you were there, you can't forget the fact that there was such a shock at the displacement of human beings, the suffering, but then was immediately followed by the fact that you had dogs and cats swimming around the city with really no one doing any kind of rescue for them.
Francis Batista, co-founder of the Best Friends Animal Society, was one of the volunteers who helped rescue pets and animals during the height of Hurricane Katrina. Best Friends tell me they were the first national organization on the ground and in the water following the storm. Batista described it as a mission he would never forget.
So we stayed until May of 2006 doing this kind of work. And we had brought 3,000 animals through that shelter in Tylertown, Mississippi, then another 1,000 animals through another shelter that we set up in Jefferson Parish, and then we helped rescue another 2,000 animals from Gulfport, Mississippi.
Through the rescue efforts made by the Utah-based organization, Best Friends reunited about 20% of the animals they found with their families. Roughly 260,000 families owned pets in New Orleans before Katrina hit. And even with good deeds being done, as many as 104,000 pets were still left behind in the aftermath.
In the aftermath of Katrina, we saw that legislation was passed with the PETS Act, the Pets Evacuation and Transportation Standards Act in 2006.
The PETS Act requires state and local governments to factor in pet evacuation, transportation, and shelter methods during natural disasters, something that didn't exist 20 years ago.
We saw many people decide not to evacuate because they didn't want to have to make the heartbreaking decision of leaving their pets behind.
But with time and change, safety measures have evolved.
We're seeing changes. There's still a long way to go, but we're seeing those changes, and it's really a great thing to see. And there's a lot of impact that came out of Katrina.
In Shreveport, Peyton Manuel, KSLA News 12.